We had like
Yeah, just on the video. It's wild.
What is it?
Let me ask. Did we run this conversation before?
who the fuck is that?
So I was gonna say you weren't here. Let me run it again. So you're out in the club, right?
Yeah.
Champions, his cheeks are out and lovely.
Yeah.
He was some slaps you're getting, yes.
Yeah. I'll slap my girls, I'll see. I'll be like, another one. I'll be like, so I could do that shit too. I'll slap it harder than he slapped it. So I'll show him. I'll slap my girls, I'll see, bro. Like, he'll slap it, I'll slap it straight after. I'll be like, yeah, take two. That's a double team. Another one. Then we'll have a slap contest. Then we'll have a slap contest on my girl's ass. You know what I'm trying to say?
She's frightened and she's looking at you, my man, back me. You know what I mean? I'm about to be violated, bro. What are you gonna do?
Until I call your dad.
I call your dad anymore.
Call your dad, man. Call your dad.
No security.
No, you know what's
that's crazy though, because like someone like that does a violation. It's okay.
You're fighting, Dave. I know you're a proud man. You're fighting.
I bet it depends if I got it on me. If I got it on me, he's dying. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
For jokes purposes, make people laugh. We always say, like, oh, look, if I die, I die. Whatever it is, what it is. But I'm defending my girl's honor. Come on out with that, man.
You die for
You
your
are,
girl.
bro. You are.
Yeah, my mission.
Oh wow.
No, I hear it, bro.
No, you would as well, Dave.
David said my girls are
but wait.
Wait, Dave, he will make a joke out of it. He will make a joke out of it.
He knows me.
He will make a joke out of
He's
it.
joking there.
Yeah, that's similar to me. But you know what? Let me quickly.
No, you tell your girl, I bet.
You know what? When he slaps it, yeah, I'll look. I'll be like, right, your ass is still shaking, you know. I said he slapped it 20 seconds ago and it's still jiggling. Now that's my girl. That's my girl. Another one. That's my girl. Yeah. I'm like, who else wants to slap? Who else wants to slap? I said it was £20 for a slap. No, line up.
Oh, imagine looking at the guy. Oh, is that all you could do? Slap it better than that.
Now, but you know what it is, yeah? Let me link these two topics, the owing money and the girl thing, yeah? Cause I had the same conversation on the podcast, on the M1 podcast the other day, yeah? And I said, yeah, imagine a man owes you money, yeah? But then you see him on a date with his girl. But expensive restaurant, yeah? But the catch is the girl's meaty. That's the catch. So he's blowing your money on a meaty girl that you wouldn't blow your money on yourself.
I'm not pissed off. She's meaty.
But it's your money.
No, but he's bro. He's tasting salmon on all your money.
Lobster and steak.
Sub on, sub off. I'm gonna send that chair now.
That's exactly what I said. Bleach this pod. That's
It's my
exactly what
money, I use it.
I was gonna say I'm pulling up a chair.
Quit sub.
Exactly. He's paying for my meal,
I
bro.
was like, can I get Long Island planes? Yeah.
You know what I said? You know what I said, bro?
Double, bro.
Give me the whole fucking menu, bro. You know what I said, bro? Like, I'll make him pay for my food, but also you have to pay for me and his girl's Uber home. Cause I'm taking his girl home with me. 100%, bro. 100%.
That's our girl.
That's our girl, bro. That's our girl.
You have out on the weekends, I have out on the weekdays.
No, don't want. Big man thing.
That's crazy. I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Like you see someone like that, you just kind of like, nah, you don't act on it. You know, you won't act on it. I'm very. People think like obviously there's a lot of violations that you see. Yeah, either this person does this to your girl or this person, whatever it is. I tend to act differently when those things happen. Like. I don't act the way you think. Oh,
Yeah, I feel you. Now I'm like you. Obviously, most of the thing I'm saying is a joke, you know. But I hear what you're saying. Look, I'm very like me. I don't know. Maybe it's like emotionally numb. Like I don't really let things like trigger me or let things get to me. I'm trying to say to you.
On myself, I'm like that. Like I can make a clown of myself.
Yeah.
But you, like I said, when it comes to like family and stuff, that's where I don't play. Do you know
What
I
if it
mean?
was your sister?
Exactly. Stuff like that.
What happened to my sister?
Do you guys slap your sister's ass out?
No.
Wait, so you're gonna slap your sister's ass as well?
No,
What?
No.
Wait, say that again.
If it was your sister, like.
Oh shit! Nah, we have to fight. We have to fight. Bro, don't do that.
That's what he said, though. Jesus,
No, I said that about my girl, not my sister. I said my sister is 15. My girl is 20. I'm joking. All jokes aside, though, yeah.
Okay, in 3 years' time, your sister's 18.
No, my sister's over age.
Prosper.
But I don't give a fuck who slaps it, though. I'm fighting, bro. That's my sister, bro. But that's my sister, though.
That's girl though, bro.
Now my girl. Nah, I'll be honest. Like, all jokes aside, all jokes aside, yeah. All jokes aside, on a serious thing, yeah, bro. You can't do that. I don't give a shit where we are. I don't give a fuck who you are, but you can't do that.
Alright, cool.
That's crazy. Bro.
Yeah.
That's actually crazy.
You better win the fight.
Billy, look at this.
I'll run in the nearest shop and grab something, bro. Beg me, that's what you gotta do.
Look at this. You're at home. She comes home and tells you it happened about 2 hours ago.
Then what the fuck do you want me to do then, bro?
Yeah.
What the fuck am I supposed to do then? That happened 2 hours ago. That happened 2 hours ago.
Yeah, look, where are you?
Man said 2 hours ago and your ass still shaking. What the fuck? That means you enjoyed it. No, man. Nah, but all jokes aside though, if you're telling me 2 hours later, like that means he's already like he could have flew out the country that time. He could have gone to the airport and gone to a flight to the UK in that time. What the fuck am I supposed to do, bro?
Yeah,
Allow it, man.
If it's there and there, you see the violation.
I have to.
You see red, yeah?
Even if I don't see red, I have to like convince myself that what I'm seeing is red. You know what I'm trying to say? I have to sack myself up. Like I remember, WAC 100, that American guy. You might know him. In the music industry. Yeah, he said that when he gets into a situation and he's not actually vexed. Yeah, he like the guy that he's in a situation with. Yeah, he'll convince himself like, oh, this the guy that killed my brother. Or like he'll say something that will like proper sack himself up, and that's what I'd have to do, bro. You understand? Because like you can't let that slide, bro.
I hear it.
You can't let that slide. That's crazy. Like, even if I got punched up, I don't give a shit.
You know, something happened with my little brother just recent there, yeah. Like something happened with him outside, innit? And I was going crazy in it, but like it was a vibe of I understand what you mean with family. You know what I mean? When there's a violation in your family, like I remember years ago when my little brother came up, some kids beat him up, or whatever it is. Like a couple kids beat him up.
How old is he?
Now he's 17, but he was probably like 14 then. Do you know what I mean? So and I've gone down without my shoes and everything. I was like, barefoot,
ready to
looking around for kids. Do you know what I mean? But then so
that looks mad.
No, do you know what I mean? But like it was because he came and seen him cry, seen him like that.
Exactly, bro.
I just lost it.
Yeah.
But then as I was looking around, I couldn't find these kids in it. Then since you get to return, like if you find these kids, what are you gonna do to these kids? Do you know what I mean? So like there's certain things like I understand if you see a violation there in front of you, you might naturally just go for the
say
crazy
reflex.
thing. You might do that. Do you know what I mean? But then it might be a very bad decision as well.
Yeah, lie.
So I tend to not, like because I've been in so many situations like that, I tend to think before I do madness.
Yeah, 100%.
I look at it.
But you know what it is though? I feel like because you brought the little brother example. Yeah, like my little brother is one of the few people that I would actually kill for all my life. Like he's 14 in it.
Yeah.
But all my life, yeah, no one can touch my little brother, bro. That's one thing that I will say. Even if it's man his age, I don't even say we're having a one-on-one, bro. And we have to. Like, no one can punch my little brother apart from me, bro. I'm the only one. I'm the only one that can beat you up. I'm the only one that can beat you up, bro.
I'm on over. My son's got more. No one can punch up my 1-year-old.
I'm shoving you back in, bro. Man said, I'm shoving you back in mom's womb. Man said, I'm shoving you back in there.
Do you even say for example, it's your girl or your sister or your brother, even whoever it is, more time they don't want you to go out for them.
But so why are you telling me?
No, because
you know what I'm gonna do.
What I'm going off the vibe of she's come out 2 hours.
Okay,
there.
yeah.
Just say you see the thing happen in front of you, and you kind of like just reacted like boom, and then it ends up being a mad thing. More time they don't want you. I've talked to so many girls. Like,
100%. I agree.
They don't want.
I agree.
The mom doesn't want the son to go fight. Do you know what I mean? I know it's for them, but it's like. They care more about your health, your physical.
No, but
well-being.
sometimes it could be for me as well.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Your pride.
Is it a selfish thing to defend?
It is. I think it is.
Is there a selfish thing to what?
To defend.
Now you hurt my pride as well. You touch
That's
one.
what I'm saying.
You touch one of my own.
It personal then.
Selfish thing to defend your family.
That's what because
No,
he says
defend is different from retaliate. Because this thing has happened.
Okay, what's defend then?
Someone's coming towards your family.
Yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
posing
And then
a
just
threat.
restraining them.
Yeah.
I'm posing a threat.
Like
Yeah,
if someone's trying to hit your girl while you're there, you can defend her.
Yeah.
You get me? But like
Defend, I'm not only defending. I'm at least throwing a few jabs in there as well.
that's defense. I think that's defense.
That's defense, yeah. But that's retaliation as well,
No,
no?
but retaliation is like
Is it after the fact?
Retaliation,
Yeah.
not after the fact.
Oh, okay. I hear.
Retaliation is
When you
just
get
selfish.
punched up, 2 days later, you might go.
Okay, I hear. I hear.
Spin the block.
I hear it. Spin the coupe.
Just see something.
Because like you see some madness happen after somebody's like retaliated and they regret it for the rest of their life.
100%.
So I just tend to like think in those moments.
Yeah, and people say that all the time. Like you can end up ruining your whole life just from a few seconds of madness, bro.
Yeah,
Big
a
man
few
thing.
seconds, bro.
It has to be worth it, to be honest. That's what I say. Like that.
Nah, it's
Me,
not
myself,
though. It's not.
worth it.
It's
Nothing's
not.
worth it.
Because imagine you now do like 20 years inside.
And what the girl or your mom or whoever you're
Are your
defending-
girls out here getting her cheese jiggled? Man said, you come after 20 years and the cheeks are still jiggling. After 20 years, the cheeks are still jiggling.
Nah, this bro. They soon slap this. 10 minutes ago for this conversation. For fuck's sake.
Big man thing. No, bro, big man thing, no, like, bro, no one is worth 20 years of my life. Nobody, not even a family member, bro. No one is worth
You
20
said
years of my
20,
life.
even
I'm
five,
not even
man.
20 yet, bro.
Oh, really?
I'm 19 next month, bro.
Crazy.
Oh, you're 18?
Yes, bro.
Mad.
I'm not even 20 yet. You all gone, bro.
You what?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Coming up.
Mid-pod.
That is mad.
That's crazy.
No, not 20 years of my life, but no one's worth 20. I'm not even 20. How can I read my life already?
That's crazy.
Over a
Do you know
girl.
what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
One time they don't want you to do that.
I'm not going to prison for anybody, fam. I'm not going to prison.
Big man thing.
No.
Now, while we're on the
So I
topic
can
of
I
prison,
risk dropping the soap?
while we're quickly on topic of prison, yeah, imagine the cameraman I was just with, because obviously I was filming. I don't know, this will probably be out before the interview, innit, but I done an interview with some artists, yeah, and the cameraman I was with, yeah, he just messaged me saying that police in Ireland are mad openly racist.
Openly racist.
Yes, that's what he just said to me. I don't know if you man could co-sign that. And he
Are
obviously
they
he texted
openly
me the story,
racist?
innit. He said to me, yeah, he got through customs and everything, walking to my gate. Officer stops me for random check. I'm like, very random. He goes, why is it random? I said, because I'm the only brown guy in the area. He's Asian, innit?
Yeah.
He's Asian. And you know, like Asian niggas love playing the race card on black people. Like people love saying that black people do. You know, Asian man do it all the time. They do it all the time, bro.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I'm the only brown guy in the area. And then the guy starts laughing. And I'm pointing at him and say, oh, you're not even black though.
Oh my.
Yeah, the police said it's, oh, but you're not even black though.
Oh.
So Asian guy.
Oh, he's giving them that.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Like I've heard.
But he's right though, you're not black.
He's Asian.
No, but you can still be racist to them.
You don't know, you can be racist to Asians. You can be racist to Asians,
Like I
innit?
said, I had John Connors on the other day, he's a traveller, and he was saying, like, people think, like, there's no discrimination against travellers because they're white, do you get me?
Yeah, there definitely is. There definitely is,
No,
bro.
no, I've called it out and I've said it.
discrimination,
And do you know what I mean? I'll always stick up for them because like they're great people. A lot.
Yeah, I love travellers, I love travellers.
I love them. I proper do.
So funny as well.
Oh, what was he like?
Yeah,
He's hilarious.
they're
Some of the
brilliant,
stories
yeah,
hilarious. But
brilliant.
that there, like, I wouldn't say boys openly. I wouldn't say they're openly.
Yeah, I
I
won't
would
go.
say
Yeah, they're not
openly.
openly,
Yeah.
Like Eastern European man, them man there, they're openly. They'll tell
Yeah.
you. They don't.
Yeah.
They'll say nigga.
Yeah.
You know what's
You
mad?
know-
You know what's mad? They'll say nigga. They say nigga in their own language. I said nigga.
Bro,
I said
what's
nigga.
happening with Ukraine and that? Man are crying over Ukraine. They're not niggas go on the
Yeah,
trains
yeah.
to go off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Them
Big
man
man.
are praising when you
Yeah,
black.
bro.
You black. You black.
I say you black
I love
nigga.
two of you at home.
That's crazy.
Do you know what I mean?
The feds they more time are kind of like say you get into the van, they might say a little 1-2 thing, you know, say like you're arrested after a fight in that party or whatever it is, which is very common, you know what I mean, throw you into the van and they might that's the one, yeah.
Alright, take care, my bro. Love.
Say this, like they might say a little 1-2, you know what I mean, small thing. Well, I won't call it small because it's racism. Do you know what I mean? But to go openly racist, I don't know how. I've never experienced that. Like, do you know what? There's one time I was jogging for the Lewis and I had a my gym bag, and like yeah, they've obviously circled me and caught out the card, like told me drop the
Drop the bag.
drop the bag, and I'm just like, I was so confused. I dropped the bag easy, and then see there was like a Romanian running behind me, and then the shopkeeper of the place. Okay, so some shopkeeper.
Yeah,
goes, it's not him. It's
But the Romanian
do
guy.
you know what I mean? It's a Romanian
So you
guy.
just assumed
He
it was
just
you.
assumed that it was me. Obviously, I was confused. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't blame him, man.
yeah, but
A hedge black man running.
yeah. when I thought about it after, I was like, do you know what? Yeah, it is profiling, but at the same time, he probably described it as some like, do you know? I don't know how he would have described it.
Yeah.
A white guy.
Or
No, because deep here,
but
bro.
the guy
like-
was brown. The guy was
They
brown.
profile a
It's
lot
brown.
because we were talking about earlier about the cars and stuff having
Yeah.
a fly whip.
Yeah.
Like you driving a Range Rover or something like that. Like I've talked to lads who are getting in their cars and go, boys, you get stopped a lot.
Yeah.
They'd be like, yeah. And I remember one lad told me like he lives in fucking Lucan. Copper, he drives a Mercedes. Copper stopped him and said, "Look, you don't look like a person that should be driving this car in this area."
Yeah.
Some stuff like that, it's heavy. Do you know what I mean? Like, so they do stuff like that.
No, but I hear it. I'm not saying I condone the racial profiling, but bro, like even with me, like if I see a black man running in public, I'm gonna assume it's a mad thing, bro. Because man need to know, yeah. Black people don't run for no reason, you know. Yeah. Like we don't run for no reason. Like you get me. Don't get to work quick. And when we need to run, we can run. Yeah. But like black people don't just run. You know what I'm trying to say? Like white people, they run for anything, bro. They don't run for anything. You know, they'll see like a stray dog, they'll run over to help him. Like black people we don't want to run unless we have to, bro. You understand? So if I see a black man running, I'm thinking, raw, like yo, I'm gonna start getting scared myself. Thinking, who's you running from? You know the ones. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're openly racist, but because I haven't experienced it, but I don't hear people saying that like a police was openly racist. But I think what tends to happen is they see a black guy in a nice car, they'll stop you. Do you get me? You're walking down the street, they might pull you aside to have a chat with you.
Have a little chat, little chat.
Yeah, or like, oh, what are you doing there? Why are you walking?
What you doing? Like,
you remember?
What am I doing?
Yeah, there was a video.
I'm driving. Okay, let's fucking see what I'm doing.
There was a guy, Julius, right? I put on his Instagram like a year ago. He was in his estate, and the guy was like, "What are you doing around here? Going home? Where's home? Why are you asking me that?"
Brother, so you just ask my postcode. What the fuck? I said, where's home?
They did that a lot during lockdown.
Same with my neighbour. Bro, I think I've told the story already, but my neighbour was walking home, and I was going home with the miss, because obviously I live in City West. I was walking home, missus and my child. Guard car spun around, because he was walking around the corner. They spun around, stopped, panic, and I walked over. My missus was like, no, don't. I go, no, I won't. I'm going to see what's going to happen over here. And they were searching. I'm like, what are you searching them for? Oh, you don't. Like, we're just asking a few questions. I goes, I just said I'm his cousin, like, Tommy, because obviously he's young. Like, I goes, talk to me. Whatever you have to say to him, you can say to me. They go, oh no, it's all right. Got back in the car and drove off. Text me after saying thank you and all for that. You know what I mean? Walking home to his house after a long day of work, had a bag on him. Now he did do this. He did drop his bag. I was thinking this fella probably has weed or something.
He's got a big thing in his bag.
Only like a fucking Coke and Spoiler or something. But nah, he had nothing in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, just keep driving. Like,
why did he drop his bag then?
I don't know why he dropped his bag. I was started panicking. I was like, what are you dropping your bag, you dick?
Man flopped the thing. But you know what it is, yeah? Like even on your story, yeah, like if a policeman comes up to me and asks me where's home, bro, I'll say Nigeria. I'll be like, so if you're gonna follow me all the way to Lagos, then let's go. I'll buy a ticket as well. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Like that's what I'm on. Like I'll just be bare like sarcastic and bare dumb, because it's dumb shit. If we're being honest, it's dumb shit, bro.
No, like when they did even lockdown, I got like, because I was still in Tesco's, so I was always driving. Do you know what I mean? But there was always kind of like, yo, where you off to? You know, they won't even stop you. They won't even stop you from behind. They will just pull up beside you, put the lights on. You park up. They'll stay beside you. They won't even go in front of you, behind you. And it's like, roll down where you're off to. And I'll say I'm going to town, and then they're like, okay, roll up, and they'll just.
Why are you asking that? I'm not even going to walk. My man's not even asking.
This happened 3 months. This another one happened 3 months ago. I dropped the missus, and this was late in the night. I think we had like a it was like a games night or something. It was a party or something. So I dropped her late at night, 3 a.m. I'm putting him back on Blanchardstown. I'm going. He does a Yui, and if he comes back, puts the lights on beside me. Where you after? And I goes, Tala. He goes, where you coming from? I goes, town or something. And he goes, all right, have a good night. I was just like, but like,
why did you have to have this conversation?
You know what? He bottled it. He tried to be racist, but he was too scared. He was too scared. Yeah. You know, he bottled it. And he said he thought, yeah, I'm gonna get this nigger. Yeah, I'm gonna get this blackie today. He got that. He thought, nah.
I prefer you be fully racist than
that.
Facts, bro.
Yeah. I've been saying that, bro. Be fully. Don't hide it. Don't be half-hearted.
The Russians, the Polish. I rate it.
I rate it.
I know you don't like your rate it.
Let me know who you are.
Yeah,
exactly.
I like that. Like, okay,
be proud of
I now
who you
know
are.
that you are racist.
Yeah.
You and I can't get on. Not this fella's like, oh, how are you? How's things?
Yeah.
So what's down in your pocket?
Yeah.
Be brazen with it. Do you think I robbed you or something?
Bro, it's Pride Month. Obviously, pride goes deeper than just being gay, bro. Pride is about being proud of who you are. If you're a racist, take pride in that.
Okay.
I don't agree with you.
That's all right.
I don't agree with you, but if you're a racist, be racist. Don't hide it. Fuck that. Don't hide it, bro. Imagine like me wearing like a mask every day just to hide that I'm black. Yeah. That's dead, bro. Just show who you are, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say if you're racist, be racist, bro.
So you want him to be outwardly racist?
Yes. So I know who to fuck up. Yeah, exactly. So I know who to punch up. Literally, bro.
I would say I would never punch up a racist person. Never.
I probably would still.
No, I wouldn't. You're not worth that.
Like you punch them up. Ow, it hurts. And
No one. I'll be honest. If you punch someone up, yeah, and all they say is "ow, it hurts," then bro, you did a terrible job.
no, wait. You punch him up, yeah. Say you beat him up, or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, it's not gonna change his racism.
Yeah, but
He's gonna
yeah.
learn not to say it to you again.
Yeah, but now he's gonna hide it.
Yeah.
I heard that. But no, it's just to get out of my system though.
Yeah.
No, I noticed. Sorry, Tony, go on. Sorry.
No, I ain't got nothing to say.
I can't punch up a racist because you're mentally deficient.
Oh, I love that.
It's
I love
like
that.
me beating up someone that's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that you never know, that bang could just correct his brain. Imagine.
You have a point.
Shake you.
You have a point.
Correct.
What you gonna say, Goody?
Yeah, because I learned from like speaking to John the other day. Obviously, he was saying a word that's like very discriminatory to travellers, and he was kind of like not owning it, but like he wasn't letting that give people power.
Power.
I mean,
Yeah,
so I get what you were saying. Where you would like even me usually I would punch up someone, but
Yeah.
it's like I'm not letting your ignorant views and your racist views let you overcloud me.
I
So
always-
you're just sad.
Yeah,
You're just
100%,
sad. No, I
100%.
completely. I know you're obviously on smoke. You're a young man. Well, I'm telling you when you're pro and you realize what's really important, you don't pay attention to that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
But you know what it is
You
though,
don't.
yeah. I always thought like calling a traveller is offensive.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
No. I think
There's
the
other
the
words.
K
There's
word
other
is
words.
the
K word,
Yeah.
words I would never
I don't know about the
repeat.
K. I don't know about the K.
P
I don't know about the K
word.
word.
K word.
Yeah.
I don't know about.
KN. They don't like that one. That was
Yeah.
really bad one.
That's
Oh, I
that's
think
not
I
good
know.
one. Yeah.
And then the P word, like those ones, like, and I can respect it, like, do you know what I mean? Because again, I used to say those words thinking, do you know what? Yeah, that's like,
No, there's exactly, and I didn't want to like not offend them, but I just don't see things. And this is not being acting on camera now. People know this from me. Yeah, those words like how they describe like Arabs or whatever, the P word.
Yeah.
So I don't repeat
Yeah.
them words because I know what the M like and saying a nigger to me is like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't repeat them. So like it's like there's context is like to that K word, like I'm tired, but you say I'm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but
I'm saying,
yeah.
no,
I used to refer to, obviously you're in school, like,
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, but the
Yeah.
school, but saying it to that's
that's what I'm saying.
Quotes.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, as in, you can say to someone, oh, you did, like, again, the context when you realize everything.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, geez. Like, if someone did something, like,
say
Yeah,
Billy
you're
Fat.
right,
or
you're
something.
right.
you call him, you're a this, yeah.
Yeah.
But it goes beyond that. We would just refer, like, the word for them was a P or a K. Like, do you know what I mean? You wasn't even
100%. It's the same. Like obviously, the area I'm from I'm from a place called Oldham. If you know about Oldham, is mainly dominated by like Bengalis and Pakistanis in it.
Yeah.
So obviously, like, cause I was always around them, like referring to them as the P word was like normal in it. Obviously, man didn't have malicious intent in it.
Yeah.
It was literally what we used to refer like. Or they'll ask me like, "Oh, what did he look like?" Or he was. You get what I'm trying to say to you, like in my head. But in my head, I always thought that P word was just short for Pakistani.
Same.
That's what I thought. I used to think it was just short for
I
Pakistani. I never knew that it's actually like I never knew it was a mad thing.
It's a mad thing. Yeah.
It's a mad thing.
So, but I guess I'll be honest with you, yeah, and this is what's kind of crazy because the traveler one isn't as publicized. People like John Connors will be making movies about it or bringing it more to light now about like what travelers go through and stuff like that. Because before, but right now we have like you have Netflix shows about Black lives, all the stuff that goes on with Black people. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously with travelers and stuff like that, you wouldn't think that they would go through like the amount of discrimination that we probably would go through. So you wouldn't think to make anything or publicize anything
Unless
like
you're in
that.
it, like, you
Unless you're
grew up
in
in
it.
it, you grew up in
Do you know
it,
what I mean? But so when people was younger, when we was in school, when people was saying like, I know I had a guy that would call me like, "What's a black nigga refugee? Save it."
Man just said every word in one sentence. The sentence didn't even make sense. You just said bare words. Man said nigga, coon, blackie, this, that.
Yeah, and it was the boss that paid me the most.
That was true.
you know me now. He said that one, and like I remember he used to say that every like in school, and he would say like obviously he was being racist, he was being whatever it is. But I think when we were in history class together in 5th year, and we began to learn about like Black history and stuff like that, never heard a word from
Once he learned it,
once he learned what it was. Do you understand what I mean? So I feel like a lot of that.
he's rare. That's not normal.
Yeah, I hear it. Because like when I was this one time I was in the park downstairs with my little brother. We're just kicking the ball together, and there was this black girl. She's probably 8 years old, or 8, 9, or whatever. She just jumping around as kids do. And then there's these two like Irish kids flipping. Must have been, I promise you, like 3 or 4. I promise you. And a Pakistani or maybe Indian kid and a black kid playing together, and then she goes, "Yeah,
You're a P and you're an N." Yeah.
Like I was like identifying them.
So she was inclusive with the racism. she said, I can't leave you out. You're a P. Oh, I forgot you. You're a nigga. She's like, oh, and you're this as well. I've almost forgot you. Sorry.
You know what I mean? You hold this vibe, and I was thinking, well, how like at 3 years old, how do you know this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I'm that type of person. I would say like, yeah, do you know what? Even if you learn about what racism really is,
They don't care.
I don't know.
Because man need to understand that racism is a mentality first thing first, yeah. But that mentality is implemented by a system. That's what man need to understand. Because we Ireland and the UK are similar. Actually, the Ireland might not be as bad as the UK. Like one thing about the UK is like that system is literally built upon racism. Because when you look at the history of the British Empire, when you look at how other ethnicities came into the country, like everything about our country is racist, bro. From like the people that are in power, they all come from racist areas. Like racism, there's certain areas where like being racist is just a part of you. You understand what I'm saying to you? Like it might sound so tapped here. There's certain racist people that they might not even understand that the way they are is racist. They might not even understand that. They might just think it's normal to look at black people as lower than me. It's normal like that. You understand what I'm saying to you?
That's why you can't change that like that.
Exactly, bro.
And the thing is, you can't get compassion from them.
Yeah.
Because like the way they live their life is, okay, because your skin is brown or darker than mine, you are less than me. That's their belief system.
And there's nothing, and you know what it is, there's so many, and that's why it's so fucked, because like I have like deeper thoughts about that what you just said, and my thing is like there's so many little things that we don't even notice that are put in place to like implement that mindset, bro. I remember I said this on a podcast one time, but even down to like, for example, TV adverts, I remember when I was young, I used to watch like Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, and on the adverts, remember those adverts, those £2 a month donate to African child adverts, and obviously, my thing is like, how many times has it happened where like you've wasted food or wasted water, and then someone said, oh, there's a kid in Africa that could have had that, and that's what I'm saying to you. That's where it comes from, bro. It comes from. I'm not saying those adverts aren't for a good cause, but let's be honest, there's a lot of them that are put in certain places for propaganda, bro. There's a reason why they put those adverts on children channels, bro, on children channels, because they're trying to make the children think that it's those are the kind of people that need our help. You understand what I'm saying to you?
From all the time in school, so there was a season in the school year where everyone gets a chocolate box.
Oh yeah.
I was one of 2 black people in my school. I was like, oh, Tommy, is that your cousin? It's not
and that shit, bro. When I was in school, that shit was normalized, bro. Like no one exactly.
I was talking to my little brother there. My little brother has a bit of a nose in it,
That's a crazy way to describe it. A bit of a nose. Man didn't say a big nose. He said a bit of a nose. Man said he just got a bit of the nose. Said he just got half a nostril. Man said half a nostril.
That's my bro.
A bit of the nose.
Shout out my bro. I'm not gonna say his at now because he started looking at his nose. But no, it's not crazy. Obviously, it's just like it's a black feature and he has lips. I said to him because I got slacked for my lips in school.
Juju lips.
Yeah, right.
Blowjob
lips. Yeah. Blowjob lip. It was
blowjob lip.
Yeah,
say that.
In school. It was in school.
I went to no boys' school. They're like, Tommy, if I was gay, I'd get you to give me head.
So they called you a necklace. They called you a necklace, bro.
Yeah.
I got that in school.
That's crazy. So niggas were moving to you with racism.
Yeah.
Bro.
Crazy, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you would get randomly, so is your lips, Dave. Yeah. Like it would just be so. Like not even hey. Not even their size.
Not even how you doing today? How's the family? What is your lips? That's crazy, bro.
So like I said go to my brother because I was just looking at his face and he goes, I just goes, so is your lips, and he goes, oh, do you like did they say that to you in school? He goes, yeah, they say it goes, Anja knows.
Where have you man ever been called crispy bacon lips? Crispy bacon, bro. People, crispy bacon is one. That's one I had in Ireland as well. That's one I'll never forget. I never got called in it, but one of my sister's friend got called crispy bacon. Do you know how creative that is, bro?
The one you guys doing is banged up is that TikTok. The slag is the Irish dude.
Brother, so creative.
Lanky string of piss.
That one went.
That is beautiful.
It is.
I love that one.
Yeah.
I love that
string of piss. Do you know how? I bet that's artistic. Yeah, that's artistic. That's imagery.
I can't be mad at it. Like say that shit. That's love.
I like. It was therapeutic. No, because you know what deep like, bro. Like you know, like when you're holding a piss for so long, and you finally piss and it just doesn't stop. Let's keep going.
A piss, bro.
You know that's crazy.
It's brazy, but they're so good. Yeah, no. Some of the like, and again, you hear that in school, right? And it's very for someone to say "sois your lips, sois your nose." Do you know what I mean? Like that is quite racist. But I guess like because I was thinking about it, the way I was saying to my brother was in a joking manner because that's what was said to me. And I took it as a joke. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like that to me now. Hey, listen. Do you know what I mean? But in school, it's like it's so ingrained in the culture in school that no one's looking at you like, hey, bro, don't say that to me. Do you know what I mean? It's you laugh about it, even though you don't love it so much.
Yeah.
You laugh about it, and that's what makes them feel like. Now I'm talking to elders, and they're making jokes, and it's like it's clear racist, but it's like you don't see a problem with this, don't you know? And sometimes I'm just like, I'm tired. I'm not gonna correct this guy. I'm leaving him, man.
Nah, but you know
That's
what's-
effort.
Yeah, you know what's mad? Like, I remember when I was in primary school, racism, like little racist jokes were so normalized to the point where I just embraced them and started saying them about myself.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's why so many like black comedians, like a lot of the jokes like will be deemed like, oh, why? Like, white people might be like, right, why is he being racist to his own people?
Yeah,
I'm not trying to say to you, but it's like, bro, like we're so used to being a victim of racism.
We won't talk about that, fella. We won't talk about that one. We have one here. We won't talk about.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, one of the
And then
I'll tell you.
and they'll be like, but man needs to understand we're so used to be the victims, that we just took up. Is that the word nigger, bro?
Yeah.
Like the word, like I always think this, like if slaves came back to Earth today, they would be so confused. Like imagine going up to a slave and be like, yo, what, you're my nigga. They'd be like, yo, like they'll start shaking, like what? It's like getting PTSD.
Are you a slave?
It's like getting PTSD. Like
You my man.
are you in a mask or
Or
something? Like,
even
bro.
little actions, right? Do you ever see in school? Like I don't know. Do you ever hold hands in skill like as first class, second class?
Yeah.
So
When you line up for the toilet.
You go around and go just like
Oh,
you
yeah,
get the whole
yeah,
hand. So
yeah.
so you're in holding the white kids hand. They used to do this.
Yeah.
I swear to
That
God.
was-
No, but I can't lie. I can't lie to you.
That happened to
I'm
me.
not gonna say specific, but I've done that as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm sorry. I done that.
I'll tell you-
I'm sorry. What? No, not to black people in it, but I done it.
No, you didn't.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
You
innit? I
told the
done
girl
it.
was rotten. You did the same thing.
The worst
girl,
thing that
yeah.
ever happened to me was like 2003, 2004. My church was in Moore Street in town. Right?
Oh damn.
So me and my mom were walking out. So you walk out Moore Street into Henry Street. It is, yeah?
More street.
Yeah.
Right, that's what the markets are in it.
Where they host them.
Yeah, I know. I
So
know
we
more street.
walk out to Henry Street and we're going towards where the Spire is now, but it wasn't there before.
Yeah.
Come and walk in. And then this man comes with his two sons. He goes, hello, how are you? We're like, grand. He goes, yeah, so do you mind if my son just touches you?
Oh Jesus Christ.
You know what I mean?
And
though?
then my mom I was just like, I was confused. Me and my mom, I just looked at my mom like, what? Goes, they think you guys are made of chocolate and you melt.
Crazy.
But I saw my life. I'm not lying to
I
you.
can't lie. I would. You should have. I don't
I'm
care.
not
How
lying
you should
to
have
you.
smoked him. You should have smoked
And
him.
my mom
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like, I was
yeah.
like 7, 8
Yeah,
or 9.
Still.
Do you know what I mean? And like, we just shook the hands, but till
You actually let him touch you?
my mom was just like, oh, yeah, sure.
I'll be honest.
Seeking asylum as well, bro.
I would have been like, yeah. Fuck it, or there, or Lodolo Ishuku.
But you know,
I walked away from that confused.
But do you know what that means though? That means you're the first black people ever seen.
Yeah.
You're the first black guy ever seen. That's what it means.
Yeah, back then it was.
That's the
it was a
first.
vibe.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I remember I thought that one time. I remember I was in Blanchardstown one time. And then there was one white kid. He was mad young. He was looking at me in disbelief. And in my head,
seen that before, yeah.
like in my head, I said to myself, like, raw, like, I might be the first niggas ever seen.
You know what? No,
You know them ones.
Probably wasn't his Blanchardstown. Go to flipping.
Go to Offaly. Or go to
Kerry.
Bro.
you walk.
stiff.
Fam, even if you go to Belfast today,
Yeah, they was
you
still-
walk through the streets, everyone's just like,
Swear down.
Oh, it's not.
Raw.
Black people are still a new thing here.
Still a man.
Even with I've said this already, I haven't said it on New Man's thing, but I've said it already. It's even like the thing that annoys me. Back in the day, I used to get gassed off it. I'd be like, I want to hear you talk. Jeez, you're a real doob, aren't you? What the fuck am I supposed to sound like Tarzan? You know what I mean?
Man, thought you're gonna come. You thought you're gonna come out this. Hello, I'm the prince of Wakanda.
Coming to Ireland.
Coming to America. I remember I was getting the Joy King has done before. I got the short done, Went to, I was like, I have a short in there. I think it's a tenner. Started laughing at me. She goes, oh, sorry, I didn't expect you to sound like that. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I think I somewhere with a Jungle Book.
But you know what though? You actually look very African though.
Yeah, we said
No. You look bare African. Like you look bare African. He looks bare African, bro. Like, you have everything about you just says Africa.
For you to sound Irish is actually brave.
Yeah, exactly. Like, your voice does not match your face,
Oh,
bro.
no, but come on. Like, come on.
I know what you mean.
We're here so long, do you know what I mean?
No, but that's part of why you're so funny, bro. I'll be honest, like.
Do you know what I think is I don't know if it's ironic, but I think it's mad. What Moore Street? You know what Moore means?
No.
Bobby-
Moors.
Black.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Moors. I bring knowledge to the Europe just like the Moors. Yeah.
And how black people are like predominantly on Moore Street. It's crazy to me.
I know. Remember I told him yesterday. I used to be scared of Moore Street when I was a kid. I used to be scared to go there.
It's crazy.
I was scared because like there's too much going on. You know what I'm trying to say? But now
For just that little street,
exactly,
that little corner.
it's not even a street. Like it's like a corner. It's a roadblock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say to you? Like a little. It's weird, but like going there and like it's like the whole world is in that little box, bro. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Like it's weird.
Literally.
But when you go to London, it's like that 247.
Yeah.
That's why I hate London so much.
Yeah. Not like
See, but like I feel like that's what makes London even better for me. Because like you go to London, you're not a black person in London. You're just a Londoner.
Yeah, you're a
You
human.
walk- like it's when we go to London and then you speak, then you're just like,
Oh,
oh,
geez,
you're not
you're
from
Irish.
around here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But you go to London and it's just like, oh, that's just another.
like black people don't stare. Like, see, if you see a black person in town, like you're looking.
You're staring.
Do I know this guy? And it's like 2 seconds what you said. But in London, like, bro,
You look
there's
at
so many-
people-
I don't know all.
you look at people and it's just like, yo, are you?
It depends. Cause like for example, maybe it's because it's a generational thing. Maybe because like man's a teenager. Yeah. If I see someone around my age group, there is a bit of like. No matter like in not just in London, like Manchester, anywhere, like there's a bit of like, you know what I'm trying to, you know when you just look at each other, like give each other that look, a bit of animosity. I don't want to say it, but it's a little bit of animosity.
I heard that. I'm saying it's not a weird thing. Like you see, I can spot a black person from
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
do I know this guy? Snow's back.
Yeah, we're going, bro. We're going.
Podcast, we're podcasting today, bro.
We're podding. We could even do your thing, bro. I'm
No,
ready.
when the
I've
white
got
man
energy,
calls, you
bro.
have to go.
Well, yeah, do you know what I mean? Like when you see a black person in London, you're not like, do you know what I mean? You're not like.
Exactly. Obviously not.
Harry's still like. Is that John? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
But I understand what you mean.
Yeah, but you know what it is though. It's
like.
like I feel like you in the UK, black people still stare at each other, but for different reasons though. A lot of time in Ireland, yeah, black people will look at you. Sometimes they look at you in like relief, like right, like, I'm not the only one. None of them look like shit. Your hair as well. Like you made it as well.
In the UK, they pull out songs for you now.
In the UK, like man will look at you like oh, who's my man, or where's my man from, or do I know him, or like is that my man from
you
over
don't
there?
look too long.
Exactly, and I'm trying to say, and I feel like you see like black man staring at each other. Yeah, there's different ways to it. It's like it's like a 10-second thing. Yeah, but I feel like a process, bro. It's a process because like first of all you look at each other, yeah, and then like obviously with me, I like nodding at people in it.
Yeah,
and obviously like I need to say this now, yeah. If you're a black man and you don't return a black man nod, suck your mother, bro.
Yeah.
Suck your mother.
That's what
I'll
you
put
can
your
do.
downfall.
You're not black.
Your
That's why
downfall, bro.
London's bad vibes. I promise you. I've been there bare times, and just like.
Exactly, bro. Like, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
I said, why are you gay?
Wait, but is that because you're from like Manchester and it's more calm in Manchester than it is in
What do you
London?
mean?
Like in
from
Manchester, like you can nod a black man and
Yeah, in Manchester, but black
in
man not
London,
back.
they're like,
Not
oh,
back.
stush.
But in London,
But Manny's, I was just there like a month ago.
Yeah.
Was it Manny just a month ago? And do you know what? Like, I could walk up to people and like ask for directions and stuff like that.
man, he's calm, bro.
It's calm. It's calm. But your man in the Uber was like, "Yo, it's becoming more like London." That's what he was saying.
Yeah, it is. No.
Even the house prices are going up.
But
as
when
well.
he said that, did he mean it in that way, like in terms of how friendly people are, or just
No,
in
it
terms
wasn't
of the?
friendly. It was actually just like a general.
Oh yeah. Manchester is becoming like. Obviously, Manchester is a city. It's always been a city, you know. But they're properly, because let's be honest, yeah. In the UK, yeah, outside of London, yeah, it's like it's kind of tired, bro. Like no offense to my city, but it's kind of tired, bro. Like after London is basically Manchester and obviously Birmingham, Leeds, like. But Manchester is one of the main cities, but there's a point of time where if you went Manchester, you wouldn't think you're one of the main cities in the UK. You know what I'm trying to say? So you wouldn't think that. I don't. But now they're really trying to play like they're really trying to invest a lot into the city, like to make it look like an actual city. You get me? But the camera kind of went off still.
I said the camera.
Yeah, that's same with
It
us,
was
bro. On
getting
my life,
shit
that's same with
views,
us.
and then the Talking Bollocks one blew up, and then it's shit again. It's
Like, bro, like with our thing, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. From when I first started, from like this time last year up until like I'll say we went on a clean run, bro.
Fam.
Of like 6, 7, 8 months,
Yeah.
every week consistently getting hundreds of thousands of views every single week, bro. Like no stopping.
And
And then the last few weeks, like I don't know, like it's just not been popular. I think they fixed the glitch, you know, because there's a point in time where I felt like TikTok was kind of glitched. What did you say?
Nah. It's alright.
There's a point in time where I kind of thought TikTok was glitched, bro, because like it was so easy to blow on there.
That's what I'm saying. If it's so easy to blow, then there's always gonna be a time where it's like, you know what?
Yeah.
It's
It's even
We're
out.
capitalizing on that.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
exactly.
Pause.
But I think
Oh, but it's impossible.
Man said neck.
Because you see your man, the Brazilian kid.
Oh yeah.
He's flying.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
doing
yeah.
stuff for Amazon, PSG, inviting him over.
The
He's
guy
chilling.
that just
What does he do though?
Yeah, no, your other man, the black guy,
Cabby.
Yeah,
Oh, him.
Well, what is that Brazilian kid?
He's the most followed now.
He's after going past you. What's it?
Charlie D'Amelio.
Charlie D'Amelio.
Oh, but you see that Brazilian kid? What does he do?
Football.
just kick the ball and it goes
Do you know what it
Saber.
is? No, man of God.
The game is
What I say
fucking
he does,
rigged,
bro.
man. What the
Gracias,
fuck?
obrigado, Deus, every time. He thanks God every time. That's what I said, man.
Yeah.
You have to do that. Do you know what I mean? You have to blow off it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
No, but
Alhamdulillah, 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 alhamdulillah.
you know, like say for example, like TikTok as well. Yeah, one thing you have to go get.
The white man calling again.
Master, yes, master. Master, I'm coming, master. I'm coming, master.
Come back, we're gone. Trust me. Like for TikTok or just view viral videos, they like you to do the same thing over and over again. So, for example, he's always kicking the ball into the net or doing a skill and then doing the exact same thing. I just does a load of those videos and then do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
The Cabby guy, whatever his name, he does this all the time. I remember there's one podcast as well that kind of like got to blow as well. They flipping just kept doing X. What like?
Oh yeah, the light skin and the black hue.
Yeah.
yeah. I know them. What they called again? I know exactly.
Yeah,
what you're talking about,
they just kept doing X.
yeah, and they
like,
just kept blowing.
and I hear it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like they just knew that. Do you know what? This is what they like. Keep doing it. Keep
Shooting
doing it.
gigs.
And then exactly. And then it was just eventually.
Yeah, we should have done that still.
Yeah.
Because you know there's.
But
what can you?
Yeah, true.
I think there's
That's the
more.
evolve at some
Yeah,
point.
you see for them though, I listened to the podcast. They have a structure.
yeah.
So that they retweet or do X, and that's kind of the structure of the podcast. So it makes sense for them to be able to post that on a weekly basis.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't lie.
You can just keep finding the same tweets
Every week, X every week.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying,
That's
bro.
tired.
Because there's gonna be a period of time. That's why I said
When you get
the way
found out,
the
yeah.
way we do it is like, do you know what? Whatever conversation blows, it blows, and that's okay. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
But like, if you just keep doing X or whatever it is every single week, there's gonna be a time where, do you know what? We're not talking about X anymore. How it's childish to do X. Yeah?
Exactly,
And then boom.
More like, but they
Can you
have
just
4
get-
million followers, boys.
Yeah, so
Exactly, I
Like,
don't give a fuck.
I'm saying, like, no, like you can have 4 million followers today, but the most important thing is
Longevity.
Yeah, your longevity, bro. People blow today and they're gone tomorrow. Do you know what I mean?
Fast food.
Yeah.
Fast food podcast. Fast food music is a thing, and fast food podcast is becoming a real thing. You know,
Yeah, that's crazy. That's becoming a thing.
it's becoming a thing.
And podcast is still relatively new.
100%.
Still relatively new. Like in terms of like how many people like there was podcast 10 years ago. You know what I mean? But obviously now it's like it's really
And those were what the Joe Rogans and them.
Yeah, I said lockdown. I said lockdown happened.
It's heavy, man.
but it's not
It's
as it's not as saturated as music or
Yeah,
anything
100%.
else.
No, of course, bro, because
Music has been happening a long time ago.
Well, I'm just saying, like, in the new game, it is a saturated.
You know, it's lockdown. You know,
2 years ago, when I was doing research when we were going to start this podcast, 2 years ago, I was listening to like things with podcasts and stuff like that, and the guy goes, "There's still less than 1 million podcasts in the world." Like 2 years ago, now there's probably 2 million, but do you know what I mean? It's still not as crazy.
Yeah.
But it is.
It's only
It
because
seems like there is, though.
yeah, that's because of it depends of like where you're focusing. Like the market that you're in. If there's a lot of podcasts in your market, you're gonna feel like it's saturated. But there's certain like demographic that don't know shit about podcasts.
don't
Like, I
They
still
don't
talk
know
to
what
girls
podcast
yeah,
is,
from like that from like Quay ends, and they'll tell me like I say I'll do a podcast. They're like, what? What do you mean do a
What's that?
podcast? And I'm trying to say,
It's still relatively
you
new.
understand? But if I said I do music, they'd be like, oh,
Yeah,
are you a grand rapper? Yeah, I'm trying to say, yeah.
The problem with podcasts is that the barrier to entry is very low.
Very low. You could get.
All you need is mics. You could do it anywhere, bro.
No, what's talking bollocks is started with a phone.
Big man thing. Yeah, so the M1.
You get me?
Bro, there was a time where niggas were filming on an Android camera,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Android phone.
It's the standing
But
out,
not
thing,
like-
though, standing out and going somewhere with it as well. You can do because there's people that are doing podcasts that
They're not gonna last.
are chatting
That's why
shit.
I tell people, yeah.
They're not, there's no substance to what you're saying. There's nothing.
100%. You're just saying things for the sake of it. You're just talking. Because
Yeah.
you have a mic, you want to talk to it.
Do you know what I mean? Going on talk like I know like people on the whole men with podcasting, going on chatting shit about girls.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Putting down-
Intentionally.
intentionally.
And we
Yeah.
can see what you're trying to
What
do.
you
We
doing?
can
Do
see
you know
what
what I
you're
It's
trying to
sneaky.
do.
Or even
mad,
those
bro.
women as well that come on and just chat shit about men. Talking about body counts or shut the fuck up. Do you know what I mean? Like,
It's
I
sneaky,
think,
man.
I think when like again, it's easy to get found out after a while.
No, 100%.
Like you do that the podcast about women or whatever it is, it's gonna blow up and everyone's gonna have.
You can have a viral moment, yeah.
Viral moment. She's talking about this, whatever it is. Viral moment. Who cares, bro? It's about we look at the HC, we look at the flipping Joe Rogans of this, we look at the 90s baby, we look at them man.
M1.
How long have you been there? But you look at the one again. It's like it's the longevity that makes the most sense. That's
100%.
that's what people look at the most. Like, you know what? I could go out to this person's live show. Do you know what I mean? And I'm gonna pay for the Patreon. I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm gonna support them.
and everyone's
Yeah.
different. Like,
The-
you man, like it's kind of banter comedy thing. My thing, I'm looking to make an impact. You know what I mean? You're probably similar to these boys. My thing is just about like I know with this. Like I don't want to do podcasts forever. I know because I'm a personality. Or whatever. We were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah, same.
Characters. Why me and you will blow is because we're unique. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I know I'm gonna transition to something else.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just here to show my personality. Get people who are doing some cool stuff on and have great conversations. Like you yourself, Dave. Me and Dave have the best conversations after we record.
Yeah,
That's why I'm getting them on next season so people can see a different side of Dave. Do you know what I mean? Like so. That's how you grow.
No, 100%,
That's how
man.
you grow.
But you know what? You know what it is like. I always keep telling people that I blame lockdown for this pandemic.
Yeah.
Big man thing. For this pandemic, I blame lockdown because, bro, like I say this all the time. Yeah, like being jobless. Yeah. It makes you try things that you would never try if you had a job.
Right,
Big man thing. It's
Everyone
fact,
had
bro.
a YouTube channel done.
when you're unemployed, you're a lot more adventurous and experimental because you can fuck up.
Look at Brazos.
Yeah, you have time to fuck up, but you'll be surprised how many co-hosts met at the job center. Big man thing. A lot of podcast co-hosts met each other while they were both applying for the jobs you could benefit,
Hey,
bro.
listen.
Big man thing.
It's one of them ones where I feel like again with the podcast thing is and everything, music, YouTube, whatever you're doing, it's a lot because the barrier to entry is very, very low. You have an influx of people who just constantly just come in and listen, have a run. They do a little run. Do you know what I mean? But one thing that what I know for like me, Tommy, and Snow is we set ourselves at the start. Yo, whatever we do, we're going to be consistent. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So we had our mind not on views, not on what people say, was consistency. That's why, and bro, I'm talking to you. We're only 2 years in. Do you know what I mean? Like we're not even a podcast that's been there for a minute. Do you know what I mean? But we still have an eye on. We finish a live show, and me and Snow, I won't lie to you. Me and Snow were like, I won't lie, let's rest. Tommy goes, no. He goes,
Back
bro,
on it.
we're back on it. I don't care if we have to do it on Monday. We're back on it on
You have to be.
and you have to be.
You have to be.
Do you know
That's
what I
the thing with
It's like sorry, I couldn't across
No,
you,
it's
bro.
calm.
It's like this way, like like Ronaldo, Kobe, Messi.
Exactly.
They don't care what they done last year. That's why they went.
But they don't care what they did yesterday.
Do you know what I mean? It's like back in the day, footballers retired at 33, 24. Like Zidane, one of the greatest ever played football.
Yeah.
Retired at 24. Ronaldo was 27. He's
7.
still going.
Premier League
You
scored
have to- yeah.
third highest score in the Premier League at 37.
Do you know what I mean? So you have to have that mentality of keep. Like I said to you yesterday, I went viral, yeah, and I remember sitting there with me. I could have got gassed and be like, "Oh, look at me!" I didn't. I said to me, "Missus, is this what it's like to have clout or whatever?" Do you know what I mean? Like, you gotta keep going. Consistency, boys. That's what wins.
Big man thing, bro. I say that all the time because you know what it is. Yeah, it's like you know what you just said about we've only been going for 2 years, bro. You'd be surprised how many podcasts don't even last a month.
6 months.
No, more like I remember when I first went on the M1 podcast. I remember Mod saying something. He said most podcasts barely even make it past episode 12.
Bro,
big man
easy.
thing. Because
Very
you know 12 weeks is a long fucking time.
Bro,
you know,
it's a long time.
12 weeks, 3 months.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
That's 12 episodes. That's you having to find an available day every week, having to link up, having to have a good conversation,
You know what's amazing
someone having to
about-
record the
you know
audio, edit, bro.
You know what's amazing about them? I don't know if because I like I said, I was honest with them. I only watched like a few before I went on their thing. I was regularly watching. They recorded 40 episodes before they released the first one.
What?
Yeah, we did 30 before.
40, bro.
Why? You didn't feel like any of them were good
No,
enough?
just said
No.
they were right. Look, I'm not gonna talk.
Yeah,
to you.
we wanted to like first we had a Zoom call and the Zoom call was like it was I won't even say it wasn't even shit. It was just shaky. You know what I mean? Like you don't know how to podcast.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
just press play and start releasing. We said let's learn like how to.
The art of speaking, listen to each
Exactly.
other.
I like you said that. I love that you said that. I love that you said that, bro. Because that means you man respect the you man respect it, bro. A lot of people don't respect it.
Probably 3 or 4, and I'm like,
Most people do one pilot and that's it.
Yeah,
you understand?
We would do 3 per.
I knew what I was looking for. I've been listening to podcasts.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Bro, like, let's actually deep it, yeah? On average, Joe Rogan probably does 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Do you know how insane it is to sit
keep-
speaking
Yeah.
for 3 hours
Yeah.
and everyone is engaged?
And you know he does his thing every day.
He releases 3 to 4 podcasts a week. That's wild.
Yeah, but
Do you get me?
He's got hundreds of millions to do.
I lie.
But the thing is like that skill set is not easy to come by.
100%.
So like when we were doing it, I was like, the first thing we said was like, the quality has to be on it.
Yeah,
Do you get me?
consistency.
Because like the quality has to be there. We need to be consistent and it needs to be good. Fam, we just do, but we'd meet up every Sunday to record 3-4 times.
Yeah,
Bro, that's crazy. You know what it is with man? You know where I kind of got lucky? Yeah, like when I joined the M1 thing, by that time I was already like a season. I wasn't seasoned in it, but I that wasn't
Well,
my.
you're really good. You're really a good
yeah.
person,
I
yeah.
appreciate that, man, bro. Because that wasn't my first ever time doing a podcast. I used to basically, my content journey started off at a company called Pi Radio, innit?
Yeah.
They're based in Manchester, yeah.
okay.
And I used
They were
to.
in London.
No, they're Manchester. They're Greater Manchester, an area called Stockport. Innit? Don't ever go Stockport, by the way. It's just full of white people with spots on their face. Bro. It's not. You get me? Like there's nothing there in
The type of
Stockport.
white people you're talking
There's
about.
nothing there in Stockport. There's nothing there in Stockport. You know them ones. But anyways, with Pi Radio, yeah, like I had my own radio show in there, innit? Where I was like interviewing artists, yeah. And like when I'm having a conversation with artists, obviously when I first started off, I was shaky, yeah. But like as I'm getting into it, I'm realizing like raw, like I'm actually natural. Like I can do this shit. You know what I'm trying to say to you? But obviously because I'm on radio, I had to hold back a lot. You understand what I'm saying?
Of course.
And then I done that radio show and we done it as a podcast instead with someone else. So it's like we're interviewing up and coming artists for money, but it's on a podcast instead of radio, yeah. And then through that, then that built up, that taught me certain skills. Like for example, when you have a co-host, yeah, there's certain things like knowing when to speak and knowing how to bounce off what he's saying and having to connect with certain man's energy. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Of course.
So obviously we did that for like I said, we only did that for like 12 episodes in that year.
Yeah.
And then that's how I linked up with the M1 guys. And then by the time I jumped on their thing, it was like, okay, like man know what I'm doing now. You understand what I'm saying to you? Like man's in this thing, you feel me?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I got lucky, you get me?
People don't understand, as you just said, like being a flipping podcaster is not just talking. Though.
Yeah, exactly.
It's reading the room. It's reading your guests. Controlling is a lot of things that go into. People don't understand.
We've been on here before, yeah. This is crazy. We've had a guest on and we've all silently decided we're gonna forget the guest.
Yeah, silently.
Because what?
They're not offering anything.
You know,
Don't say anything.
so we just like we just look at each other. Yeah, we just do this.
I mean, that's spot on. I
Go
said it
off.
to the missus the other day, and why that was such a good interview the other night when you said it to me, Dave, yeah? You're only as good as your guests.
Yeah.
And you're lucky you have 3 years because you can bounce off
Exactly.
each
You bounce
other.
off each
Being on
other.
your own and your other fella is dry, it's madness. Bro.
Exactly, bro.
Madness.
That's the first podcast I was doing on Pi Radio. That's why I hated it, because it's like man's only relying on guests, and we were barely getting views, by the way, because the artists we're interviewing have like 12 monthly lists on Spotify. I'm trying to say some of the artists we're interviewing didn't even have Spotify. You know, they weren't even on Spotify. They were
drop
just,
their music
you
on
know,
Spotify.
they only
What's up?
man said just bare SoundCloud links. I'm trying to say to you, like bro, like man's interviewing them, yeah, and it's like the only people that are watching are only watching for the artist, and it's like bro, like it's dead. Like man's not really being able to be myself. But you see when I linked up with the M1 youth, like you said, yeah, like I can tell that you're a student of the game, you respect the game, and that's like me. Like I've grown up on podcasts, bro. Like I've grown up listening to podcasts. So when I linked up with the M1 youths, yeah, that energy man felt straight away. It's like rah, like this is it. This is what I've been looking for. You understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah, man.
And that's why it's actually a good way to kind of like round it up, anyways. But I feel like obviously 5 aside, but Snow's injured at the moment. Just the fact that all of us are like in the podcast game, and we're still relatively new in it, but just know that we all have that like vision.
Exactly. And that, you know how you know that, like obviously not to gas out our thing too much. You know how we know we're all good at what we do, yeah. Because this is my first time meeting any of you. And by this conversation, you'd think that we were brethren. Like we're actual brethren. You understand what I'm saying to you?
That's a good podcast.
Literally.
A good podcast is when, listen, by the time you finish, like, what? Like
You feel like your best friend. You feel like you feel like you grew up together. I'm trying to say.
It's actually crazy how that actually happens as well. Like we've had people on here that I'm like, oh okay. I see them in town. It's like, my God, how are you? Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Oh, we only had one
But
conversation.
Rachel, you've only spent 1 hour together, but you feel like you've grown up together.
Bro,
You know?
I told Madam Joyce, love you today. I was like, we only met her once. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, it's crazy. Man.
Anyway,
It's
so we
crazy.
do something on the pod.
Wait.
When we finish.
Nah, the way you looked at me was crazy. You must have something on the bar. Must have put our lips to use. I'm like, nah, man. That's Dongo, not me.
So we just asked each other, where's your head at? Like, basically.
Yeah.
So where's your head at?
Me,
I like that.
I'm excited for.
I'm excited for next weekend. What?
What's next week?
What are you doing next weekend?
Brass.
Oh yeah. Festival season.
Yeah.
Well, what are you like doing at festival content?
No, we're just attending. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Oh yeah, I got something big next week as well. Festival as well.
Yeah, so there's that. I guess I'm just in a decent space at the moment. To be honest, just kind of thinking about our next moves. Really for the
Promise
podcast.
you. That's that's where my head's at all the time.
But yeah.
I feel you, man. I relate to that. Shall I go deep? Yeah.
Go
In terms of where my head's at, I can't lie. Thank you for asking that question. I've been meaning to vent, bro. Big man thing. You know what it is? Yes, like, bro. Like, obviously, from outside looking in, it'd be like, oh, Billy the Goat, filthy, HC, red, it's going lit. But you know what it is with me? Yes, like, I don't know, like. There's a rapper here from America called Millie's in. I was listening to his album and he has said a bar. He said, everyone's telling me I made it, but I don't feel success. I feel that's like from the outside, like the old me would look at me and think I'm clear. But in my head, because I know my ceiling is so much higher, yeah, I'm still like being hard on myself, thinking, nah, I still need to do this. I still ain't done this. I still ain't done. What's wrong with me? I'm trying to say to you. So and my brethren, I got like my right hand man. Yeah, his name's Ebbs, and I chat to him every day. He's the one that really knows where my heads are in it, and that's what I'm saying to you. And I tell him all, and he's proper trying to convince me like, nah, Billy, trust me, on the right path. But I'm always saying like, nah, man, like there's still more, like something not going right. And like even with me, like right now, man's working on a big project right now, and that's what I'm saying to you. And like obviously, because it's still getting started, we're trying to get it very, very right, yeah. The process ain't been as smooth as I would have liked it to be. And that's what's kind of like made man a bit jarred. But it's one of them ones where I just need to understand, like I need to look back at where man's come from, where man is now, and just be happy, bro. Understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I need to be content, bro.
Enjoy the journey, innit?
Yeah. And I'm excited, bro. Like I feel like the phase that man's in now is like the exciting part. Cause like you know when you're actually there, yeah, it's like there's nothing left. You understand?
When you're there, it's always the next thing.
Yeah, true. But you know when you reach a certain stage where it's like, I don't know what the next thing is. You know, but I'm not at that stage. I still have so many levels to go up. But right now I'm excited because I know I'm gonna get there. But it's like I'm just not there yet. So let me just enjoy where I am now. You know what I'm trying to say?
Place, though. And I think it's a very good thing that you have the self-awareness to know to be happy. Do you get me? To train your mind to be like, you know what? I've actually come far enough. I've come far. From where I'm coming from, I'm in a good place.
Exactly,
now.
bro.
There's still a lot to go,
100%.
but I'm happy that I'm here now. So I think.
How about you, Dongo?
Raise your head up.
Raise your head up.
Season 2.
What?
Season 2.
Season 2 is coming up. We're gonna wrap it up next Friday. It's a serious one next Friday. Because like this season, I really like the comedy side of me was shown a bit more. There's obviously the mental health aspect of it as well. Touched on that. But the last one is about what I'm trying to do is just make an impact on the community. You know what I mean? And you know, just kicking on with this activism stuff, but I'll still give you my talent. And then just being a good dad, being a good mate, being a good brother, being a good son. Man. That's all it's about, just people around me. And obviously networking with you guys, just everyone just supporting each other. There's enough bread for everyone to eat, you know what I mean?
100%, bro. Like you lot, I need to say it before I go. Like you see what you lot are doing. Like it's the same with what we're doing in Manchester. Like man need to understand, like when you're the first to do something where you're from, yeah, or like of your generation, it's special, bro. Because first thing first, obviously we all have inspirations in it, but no one that in Ireland can say they've done what you man done before you. You understand what I'm saying to you? So you like need to use the fact of where you're from to be like, nah, man's from Ireland, bro. You understand? Because I know like there was a point in time where I feel like black people in Ireland, they're really starting to claim their identity now, innit? Because when I was saying a lot of black people in Ireland, they were going through like identity crisis. You know what I'm trying to say to you? But I feel like man needs to be proud, bro.
I think we're cross.
Yeah. But it's people like you are gonna change that though. People are gonna look at them and I think, right, like if them man are making bread and making an impact of being black and Irish, let me be proud. But you understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah, man.
What about you, brother?
Bro, November.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yes, sir. November. Yeah.
You said no, not November.
Yeah.
No,
November.
Celibacy.
Anyway, listen, love.
Don't know. You man don't do it.